Welcome. In this video we shall continue our discussion on lists. Especially I would like to touch upon a bit on slicing first, and then we will move on and discuss a few more operations on lists. We shall first define a list, and I will just call it L1 equal to, we shall define a list of numbers from 1 to 10, and we have seen earlier that we can slice the list by specifying the starting and ending index, start and end, and we can just say starting index is 1, and we can go up to 5, and the counting of the indices starts from 0. We can just run it, and we have seen that we have gone here from index 0 to 4. In fact, there is a bit more which can be done in slicing here. We have been specifying the start index and stop index so far, but we can also actually specify what is known as a step. We shall see how this works via an example. We have to specify the start and stop indices. So let's just say we start at 0th index, which is the very first index, and we go on up to index 7, and we would like to go pick elements in steps of 2 from this list, and we shall run it and see what's the output. We have the complete list of numbers from 1 to 10. This is our complete list, and after slicing we have picked up these elements. So what's going on here? The slicing works in this way. The elements are picked by starting at the very first index which has been specified. We have chosen 0th index, which is the first element of this list, and we go on picking up elements in steps of 2 starting at the start index, and we stop just before reaching the specified stop index, which means we are going to pick the 0th element, and we are going to jump 2 steps, 1, 2, and we are going to pick this element, which is 3 here, and from here we are going to take 2 steps further, and we are going to pick this element. We are going to go 2 steps further, and we are going to pick element 7 here, which is in the list. 7 corresponds to index 6, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we stop here because the end index which we have specified is 7, and the slicing is done by not including the specified end index, and we just stop one step before that. We can make this idea a bit more concrete by looking at another example. So we'll slice it in a similar manner, but we will specify the end index as 8 now and see what happens. So we see that we have 2 print statements here, and these 2 lists correspond to these 2 print statements. We have picked elements in the similar manner, but now index 8 corresponds to 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Index 8 corresponds to this element, but the stop index element is not included, so we stop just before that in slicing. That means we start picking elements from here, and we go on in steps of 2, and we stop when we reach 8. So that means we pick 1, 3, 5, 7, and from here if we take a jump of 2 steps we end up at 9, but we have to curtail our element picking at 8 because that corresponds to, because this corresponds to index 7, and we can only go up to index 7 inclusive, and 8 is not included. We can just run an example by incrementing our stop index by 1 more, 9, and I think you already expect what's going to be the output. Here we are going to pick up the element 9 as well. As you see, we pick up 1, 2 steps further 3, 2 steps further 5, 2 steps further 7, 2 steps further 9. We have specified the stop index as 9, which means stop index 9 corresponds to this element 10, and we are allowed to pick elements up to 1 index less, which is 8, and the number 9 here in this case corresponds to 8th element starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the element which has index 8. So this is one thing to keep in mind about list slicing.